Looks like the demon craps are at it again. Now, see, this is why there are people that frown on females or women holding certain positions in politics, such as being a president of the United States. This is also the reason why the Bible even indicates that women need to remain silent in church, and if she have questions, ask her husband at home. This is what happens when emotional females don't get their way. And this is what I mean when I speak of demon craps. Now, the demon craps are at it again. Now, if you think back, they did this with President Donald Trump. And apparently it didn't work. You remember the spirit cookings, and this woman had blood all over the wall, and Jay-Z was involved in that mess, whatever. But apparently it didn't work because Donald Trump is still going strong. He's still winning. And more people, especially black people, are now going Republican or becoming supporters of President Trump. Now you see the headlines here. Brooklyn witches plan a public hex on Brett Kavanaugh. They plan a public hex on Brett Kavanaugh. There was a time where witches were burned at the stake. Now I can see why. Because now the evil and the wickedness is starting to show itself even more. With many of these females, the feminist movement, the Me Too movement, and the demon craps. I'm going to read a portion of this article and I'm going to place the link on the bottom. Guys, go feel free to check it out for yourself. Share this link and share this video. And if you feel so to do so, if it's on your heart, if it's pressed upon your heart, click on the donate button and support this channel. It reads, dozens of witches say they plan to gather in New York City this month to hex Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, who was sworn into the nation's highest court last week despite facing several allegations of sexual misconduct. Now, you're innocent until you're proven guilty, but right here, Brett Kavanaugh is guilty before proven innocent, and he have been proven innocent, but they're not happy with that because these are emotional demon crap females, wicked females that's now acting and crying out. This all came about when Hillary Clinton lost the presidential election. All of this. They even want to change the electoral votes. That's how wicked and evil these people are. Now, had Hillary Clinton won, they wouldn't have been talking about that. And this type of nonsense would not have been going on. Dakota Braxial, a Brooklyn-based witch who is organizing the October 20th event, said the witches see the hex as a radical act of resistance that continues witchcraft's long history as a refuge and weapon for the oppressed, downtrodden, and marginalized. Now, they actually thinking they're doing a good thing here, when in reality this is evil. This is wicked. Now, when I first saw this article, the first thought came to my mind is, it's Halloween time. So they want some type of attention here. Okay, so, and the media, the press, have taken off with it. You should see this. I listened to an interview, and this female that I thought had a pretty sound mind and she was a Fox commentary, and she sounded like she was in some places where Trump was actually speaking in favor of this. But it's also interesting too that people attack the Bible. They attack Christianity. They attack Islam. They attack the belief in God, and even teach your children that God is not real. But they support witchcraft. They support violating the will of another individual person. Interesting. Witchcraft has been used throughout history as a tool and ally for people on the fringes of society who will not ever really get justice through the powers that be. Brachio said, I'm messing up the person's name, told Huffington Post. So they have to exact their own justice. Listen to this. Brachio, whatever that name is, who organized 3 hexes against President Trump last year, said the ritual is meant to be a Catholic for victims of sexual assault. Kavanaugh will apparently be a focal point for the hex, but not only the target. The public hex is meant to exact revenge on all rapists and the patriot at large, which emboldens, rewards, and protects them. Then it says, days before Kavanaugh's confirmation, California professor Dr. Christine Blasey Ford testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee that she was 100% certain Kavanaugh had sexually assaulted her, but she didn't know when, she didn't know where, didn't know how she got home. She don't even remember his smell, what he was wearing. She only remembered she had one beer and them laughing. There was other people there, but she said it was Brett Kavanaugh. But it came back that even the people that she named as a witness said it didn't happen or don't remember it, which I find to be quite interesting. Certain Kavanaugh had sexually assaulted her in the 1980s when they were both in high school. 2 other women also came forward with sexual misconduct allegations against the then nominated for the High Court. Kavanaugh denied the allegations against him, so it's his word against their words, but yet they're taking her words because, of course, she's a female. Kavanaugh's confirmation unleashed a wave of anger from survivors of sexual assault. Many believe it sent a harmful message to victims, suggesting that even if they are praised as credible as Ford was, their assailants will still escape punishment. I guess Bill Cosby escaped punishment, right? They didn't even have no evidence. Brachio, whatever the name is, said Kavanaugh confirmation was more proof that survivors of sexual assault may not get the justice they need by going through the courts, and that the hex is about exacting justice that would otherwise be denied to you. Hexes are not something you do lightly, but it is something you have in your arsenal or toolbox. So I'm going to put this on the bottom. You guys can read the rest in its entirety, but the devil's showing his face. This right here tells you what type of system that we're living in. This tells you about the feminist movement. This tells you about the Me Too movement. This tells you about the Democrats. This right here tells you about that. Now, this man wasn't a bad person until he was going for the highest court, President Trump nominated him. So after that, then all this stuff now came out of the woodworks. See? And it's sad that there's a lot of dudes, a lot of men that's following that crap. That's behind that mess. Because they trying to prove that I'm not like the others. That I'm better than the rest of the men. And they have sided with the devil. This is the evil that they do. And you have people that's following this nonsense. Now, they claim that Donald Trump is racist. They claim that he's dividing the country. They claim that he's hateful. But look at what they're doing. So, need I say more? I'm going to put the link on the bottom. You guys check it out for yourself. Feedback. Share this video, this article. Until next time, I'm fearless.